Okay, we're going to show you how to solve equations using the Nspire. Once again, sometimes these equations you may look at and say, well, I don't need to use the calculator. Well, I can add 4 to that and get 12 and divide by 2 and x is equal to 6. But when you're taking a test, we don't want to make any small mistakes. Also, some questions aren't as easy as this, and so we want to know how to use the Nspire, especially for those more difficult ones. So first thing we're going to do is, once again, go over to the scratch pad and choose calculate. Okay, once on calculate, we're going to come over to the menu button, okay, and hit that. And we're doing algebra here, and we want to do the numerical solve. It's called nsolve. So when you click that, it'll put nsolve right there. Well, the first thing we're going to do is type in this problem exactly how we see it. So we'll type in 2x minus 4 is equal to 8. Now, if you were to hit enter right now, then this is not going to work. You have to tell it what variable you want to solve for. So after you type in the equation, and I understand there's only one variable there, but we still have to tell the calculator by putting a comma, and then the only variable there is the x. So we're going to put the x there. So you must finish up when you're doing the nsolve with putting a comma and then whatever variable that you want an answer for. Once you've done that, you hit enter, and just like we had said, the answer is 6. Okay, looking at another one, and you can tell not only is this question way more complicated, but looking at your answers, and the answer is going to be a fraction. And so you're already going, oh man, this is going to be just a little bit tough. So let's come over here to our menu bar and hit nsolve, and let's type this in. So we got 5x minus 4 equals 3x minus 4 parentheses negative 2x plus 3, and then they've got our close parentheses there. Okay. All right, now that ends the problem. Now I can't just finish this now. We have to go back and put comma and solve for x, and then we're finished. And whether you put the parentheses or if you just hit enter, at this point you're going to be okay. So we'll hit enter, and you can see we get 1.33333. Well, there's a few things a good test taker would eliminate C and D because those are negative. You know it's got to be one of these two. And it's 1 point something. It's bigger than 1. So if you understand fractions, you know it's not this one. However, I do want to show you that this calculator can approximate to a fraction. And so if you get a decimal but you want a fraction answer, you can quickly hit your menu, go to 2, which is number, and 2 to approximate to a fraction, and it's going to take your answer. That's what the A and S means. Take the answer and approximate it to a fraction. And then, of course, they give you this right here. Honestly, I don't know what that's there for, but I know when I hit enter, it makes it work. Woohoo! So you can see that definitely the answer was B. So a lot of resources here. If you struggle knowing exactly what fraction it is, that you can use the approximate to a fraction button. If you were able to use your test taking skills and start eliminating, you probably get the answer that way too. Okay, and then once again, we always want to know, does this work for all letters? And so I'm going to hit my nsolve again, so it's under algebra. And a part of this is just learning where all this stuff is located. There's just a ton of buttons here. And, you know, as long as you know where it's located, then you can use the calculator. So we're going to type this problem in. So plus M. And then, can I go ahead and hit enter? Nope, not yet. I've got to put the comma. And then I'm no longer solving for X. So you put X here, this isn't going to work. I want to solve for M. And then once you've done that, hit enter, and you get 8. Okay. And then just to throw in one that's just a little bit more complex, and show you another button that you can use. So we're going to come in and hit the end solve button. So menu, then 3, and then end solve. And then we're going to come over here, and you can see where we have what looks to be kind of a fraction right there. And when we hit this, you can see it will give me a fraction. So I'm going to hit that right there, and here on top I'll type in x plus 3, and then on the bottom I'm going to type in 9, and then come over here. So move out of your fraction, because we don't want to put the equal sign down here on the bottom. So we got to click out of this, which you'll use your mouse pad to click out of. And then hit equals. And then we want a fraction again. So we'll hit our fraction bar and then hit x minus 1 and 4. Okay, and once again, I do not want to rush this. You know, matter of fact, I'm going to show you something just in case you do rush it. So hit it. Oh, no. So I can't do that. So you hit OK, you come back and go, oh, yeah. I need to come in here and put my comma, and I'm solving for X. Okay, so I've got all that down. Hit enter. Got 4.2. And then, of course, if you needed to turn it to a fraction, then you could go back and hit your menu and number, and then approximate to a fraction. So this is kind of a few of the things that you can do with NSolve. There's actually more, but this is just kind of a basic video just to get you started with NSolve. Hope you enjoyed the video.